Yep, you read the title correctly. They are shrinking. The world's largest precious metals empire. You know, I thought about using the term dealer in the title of this video, but A-Mark Precious Metals is much more than just a dealer. We'll get into that in a moment, but let's first talk about the news. The breaking news here is through a press release that A-Mark Precious Metals has closed a previously announced purchase of a minority interest in United Kingdom-based Atkinson's Bullions and Coins. You know, what does this mean? We'll get into that in a moment here too, but this is coming to us from the Global Newswire, a press release here from the company. A-Mark, a leading fully integrated precious metals platform, in fact, probably the lead, it is definitely the lead fully integrated precious metals platform, announced that it has closed its previously reported agreement to purchase a 25% ownership interest in parent company of Atkinson's Bullion and Coins, founded in 1990. Atkinson's, which reported revenue of over $130 million in the calendar year of 2022, is a leading United Kingdom-based online retailer of precious metals, bullions, and coins. Now, I do have a growing audience in the United Kingdom, and I'm very curious to see what your thoughts are if you live in the British Isles. Have you ever dealt with Atkinson's? And, of course, finding out that A-Mark has their hands in all kinds of different bullion companies out there. We'll get into that in a moment. Is this a good or bad thing in your view? I think in some ways it's a good thing, because maybe Atkinson's will continue to press on and be independent and be able to provide service to those who are living in the UK, in Great Britain, to be able to provide a service that is not tied to some larger conglomerate. You know, I think this is actually good news to a degree to see that A-Mark Precious Metals is actually shrinking now. Now, it's not a huge, massive loss for them, but still, I mean, it was something that was announced earlier, and it was something that they were hoping to make happen. But in connection with the agreement, the press release continues, A-Mark received an option exercisable starting in May of 2025 to acquire an additional 24.5% ownership interest in Atkinson's, which, if exercised, would increase A-Mark's ownership to 49.5%. A-Mark and Atkinson's have also entered into a 3-year supplier agreement, which includes a renewal provision. A-Mark has been working closely with the Atkinson's team since we announced our proposed investment in February. I expect that Atkinson's will realize a number of meaningful benefits by joining our integrated platform, said A-Mark CEO Greg Roberts. So I'm kind of confused here in this. It says that it is closing its previously reported agreement to purchase a quarter interest into Atkinson's. But then in the next paragraph, it says, in connection with the agreement, A-Mark received an option exercising starting in May 2025 to acquire an additional 24.5% ownership. Well, if they're closing the agreement to purchase 25% ownership, why would they go to additional 24.5% ownership in May of 2025? This is a very confusing second paragraph, but I'm going to go ahead and go with the first paragraph, that they are announced that it is closed as previously reported agreement to purchase a 25% ownership, and they're backing out of the deal. A-Mark, so this is, that's really the end of the actual press release. And it sounds like it's saying that they expect Atkinson's will realize a number of meaningful benefits by joining our integrated platform. So it's almost like they're inviting them to come back. I don't know, according to A-Mark CEO, but it's a very confusing press release in that second and third paragraph. Now, for those of you who don't know, A-Mark Precious Metals has been around a while. In fact, their silver bars, some of them are highly sought after. Some of the older ones that were created in the early 80s especially little 1 ounce type of silver bars. Really cool looking pieces. They also have the very common 10 ounce bars that you see out there. Though they are considered vintage, they are not really commanding a whole heck of a lot of a premium because there's just a lot of them out there. But they were founded in 1965, and they're considered a leading fully integrated precious metals platform that offers an array of gold, silver, platinum, palladium, and copper bullion, numismatic coins, and related products to wholesale and retail customers via a portfolio of channels. The company conducts its operations through 3 complementary segments: wholesale sales, ancillary services, direct-to-consumer, and secured lending. The company's global customer base spans sovereign and private mints, manufacturers, fabricators, refiners, dealers, financial institutions, industrial users, investors, collectors, e-commerce customers, and other retail customers. It is definitely a wide gamut. They've got the whole spectrum here. They are the largest, and they are essentially an empire. A-Mark's wholesale sales and ancillary services agreement distributes and purchases precious metal products from sovereign and private mints. As a U.S. Mint authorized purchaser of gold, silver, and platinum coins since 1986, of course, they didn't do platinum coins until 1997, but that's besides the point. A-Mark purchases bullion products directly from the U.S. Mint for sales to customers. A-Mark also has a long-standing distributorships with other sovereign mints, including Australia, Austria, Canada, China, Mexico, South Africa, and the United Kingdom. The company sells more than 200 different products to e-commerce retailers, coin and bullion dealers, financial institutions, brokerages, and collectors. In addition, A-Mark sells precious metal products to industrial users, including metal refiners, manufacturers, and electronic fabricators. Through its A-M Global Logistics subsidiary, A-Mark provides its customers with a range of complementary services, including managed storage options for precious metals, as well as receiving, handling, inventorying, processing, packaging, and shipping of precious metals and coins on a secure basis. I'm going to do some name dropping here now, because this is huge. This shows just how big this company is. A-Mark's mint operations, which are conducted through its wholly owned subsidiary, Silvertown Mint, enable the company to offer customers a wide range of proprietary coin and bar offerings. And during periods of market volatility, when the availability of silver bullion from sovereign mints is often products constrained, preferred product access. A-Mark direct-to-consumer segment operates as an omni-channel retailer of precious metals, providing access to a multitude of products through its wholly owned subsidiaries. Now, this is what most of us think when we think of A-Mark Precious Metals, but really this is just the tip of the iceberg. They own JM Bullion and Goldline. JM Bullion is a leading e-commerce retailer of precious metals and operates 6 separate branded company-owned websites targeting specific niches within the precious metals market. jmbullion.com, providentmetals.com, silver.com, goldprice.org, silverprice.org, and bgasc.com. JM Bullion also owns cybermetals.com, which is an online platform where customers can purchase and sell fractional shares of digital gold, silver, platinum, and palladium bars in a range of denominations. And so they've got these other consumer brands, and then it talks about what they've got going on. They go on and on with other things that they're involved with. But it's a pretty interesting indeed, but that's really the bottom line here. As big as they are, their empire, according to this press release, I'm reading it here, that first paragraph, let me read it again, that they announced that it has closed its previously reported agreement to purchase a 25% ownership interest in parent company of Atkinson's. And so apparently that means that the next 2 paragraphs are null and void. I think that they're just kind of recapping what would have happened had they continued. But how much bigger can they get? What was it? Why did that deal sour? A very interesting and fascinating story to see as they try to move globally now in other bullion dealers, and to be able to have direct-to-consumer sales. How many more bullion dealers are going to be affected by this? as we see and move through. There are other companies, I think, as well. I think they have an interest in Pinehurst as well. So it's fascinating to see, and I'm curious to see what your thoughts are on this story. But part of this channel, I do like to bring you some of the latest news like this. And so if you do enjoy this content, I hope you'll consider pressing that thumbs up button down below, sharing the video, commenting, let me know what your thoughts are, and subscribing to the channel if you haven't done so already. So with that being said, I hope you found this video insightful, informative, and educational. And again, I'd like to extend a multitude of gratitude to you all for taking the time to watch, and encourage you to please rate this video, thumb it up, share, comment, and
subscribe.